Okay, I think we are live. Yes, we are live. So, anyway, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to my business page, and welcome to you wherever you are in the world. I always want to say this: good morning, good afternoon, good evening, because I want to make sure that I don't want to miss anybody because that's how global we are. Maybe some of you are evening, some of you are morning, so that's why I don't want to miss everyone. So I want to say that good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. So anyway, first of all, my name is Jackie Lowen. I am from Saskatchewan, Canada, and I am an online business entrepreneur. And I just want to welcome you guys to my online business success story. And it is a special night for tonight because I do have a special guest for tonight. I'm not going to introduce her much because I'm going to invite her and let's chat and prepare your question, whatever question you might have about online business. Let us know. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know where you're coming from. And if you do have a question, let us know. So I'm gonna take her in without further ado. My business partner, I've never met her before, but because of this online business, we are able to connect each other. And we've been a stranger to each other, but now because we are business partners, we are able to connect each other. I'm gonna welcome here tonight Sushma Limbu on the house.
Yeah, hi.
Sushma.
Yes, we are live. Hi, everyone.
Good evening. Thank you again for taking my invitation. I really appreciate it. I don't know what's your time. I think maybe you are busy person as well, but thank you for taking my invitation. So yes, so tonight let's us open the curtain, whatever you might have, and I'm gonna give the floor to Susma here. She's gonna tell us when and how, or how did she find out about this business, or if she's enjoying this business. She's gonna tell us the story about an online business that we're into right now. So I'm gonna give the floor to her, and she's gonna introduce herself too. So thank you, Sushma. The floor is yours right now. So
All right. Okay. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Okay. Since Jackie has already mentioned my name is Susma. Yes, I'm originally from Nepal, but right now I'm here in New York with my son. I'm a single mom, but I've got a beautiful daughter. You can
oh,
see her.
she's cute. Oh,
Yeah, her name is Juju. She's my daughter. So yeah, I have one son, and yeah, she's my daughter. And I'm working, full time in real estate, and running this business part time. And
mhm.
Jackie has said that we haven't met, in person,
Great.
but because of this business, we are connecting to so many amazing business partners all around the globe. And this is the business which I have found a year ago. And
Mhm.
now I'm enjoying. And in this short period of time, this is some it's a kind of opportunity that I found, which I'm so thankful, and which really changed my life.
Mhm.
So yes, Jackie, if I have to, start why I started this business, what is my biggest
Yes.
why, then yes, as an immigrant, so we all know that, but after leaving our country, when we are in a foreign country like us, then we all had to start from the scratch. That's what I usually, that I did. So I came here in 2014 with my son from Singapore. And as soon as we landed one of the very, expensive city like New York, then we realized that, wow,
Yes.
being a single mom, and I have to pay so much of bills. I take care of so many, expenses that we have. It wasn't easy at all. So at first I started, working full time as a nail technician. part-time as a housekeeping job. Working 13, 14 hours a day was not enough to pay all those bills that I had to take care of. And there were like times, Jackie,
Mhm.
when I didn't have time to talk to my son, because we both used to work in a different schedule, because he was enrolling in a college, and
Mhm.
he was working part-time at night. So
Mhm.
there were like months, when I have to miss my son, having even like a simple conversation. So
Mhm.
that's how tough it was. And I still remember that we used to live in a semi-basement apartment, which is like literally ground floor in New York, because we couldn't afford to, live on the first floor, second floor at that time. So what happened is, when you're living in a ground floor, there is no way that you can see the sunlight. Even in a broad daylight, you have to depend on the light that
Mhm.
time. And every night, being a mom, I feel like so guilty that, wish I can raise my boy in a, at least a decent apartment. So I used to pray to the God every night before I go to bed, that one day I'm gonna wake up watching the sunrise from my window. That's how desperate I was. That's how determined I was. So I pushed myself, got a license in real estate, even working like 13, 14 hours. I used to, stay awake until like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning to pass my real estate exam.
Wow.
So yeah, I studied like at least like 2 months online, and got a license in real estate. And yes, for the past 4.5 years I'm doing real estate.
What a
And
story. Mhm.
yeah, and with this with this career, yes, it helped us so much financially. But still, Jackie, I'm like, what about my dream? What about the goal? What about the quality time that I want to, spend with my son? Since I'm like very adventurous person, I really want to travel a lot. But with my real estate career,
Mhm.
we are like even busy during our weekends, because Jackie, that everybody works during the weekdays, and everybody wants to see the properties during the weekends. So
Oh, right.
even weekends as well, we are like so busy. Even like today,
Mhm.
I'm still on my dress that I
Mhm.
had like 3 showings today. So
Oh, wow. Yeah.
so yeah, but
Mhm.
real estate, yes, definitely, it helped me financially. But it's still, I'm like, I was like so struggling to have the quality time and the dreams and desire that I really wanted to
Mhm.
fulfill. So 2000, it was like 2020, the COVID hit, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, the whole economy was like a disaster, and at that moment, so my boy, he also lost his part-time job. I was also stuck at home. So at
Mhm.
that moment, Jackie, we are like, hey, maybe let's find something that we can do online, right in front of the computer, as a side hustle, where we
Mhm.
can work from home you know
Mhm.
so that's how I ended up actually saw the first advertisement on my news feed about this business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a real estate agent, but I do have a friend. And you work on the weekends because you got to accommodate your client, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard. And you're a mom, and wow, such an amazing story. I can relate with that. I'm also a single mom, and our story here, being an immigrant in a foreign country, it's so hard. We have to be smart to think of something what we can do. But deep in me here, like, I knew it that there is something out there. So I admire parents like you that have a determination to move on and to keep going. Nowadays, especially the crisis around the world is going on, is, There got to be something out there, right? There's got to be
Yes.
something out there. I remember me too. I'm also a single mom, and I have to go drop my boys to school, and then I have to go to work, and then I have to pick them up, and we have to go home together, come home together, and do the homework and all things that. And then at the end of the day, my body is already worn out. It's hard, but then I didn't expect too that on that night, me and my boys pray before we go to bed when they were little. Before I went to bed, I saw that on my news feed, that ad, and I said, I said, maybe I should try this. So I didn't jump in. I was so hesitant because I also was in school taking a course being a mortgage broker. So I kind of ignore it because I was busy. But then I jump in anyway. I watched the workshop, but then I ignore it for few months, like 2 months. And then after 2 months, I kind of realized that I wish I've done this before. It's such a great story listening to these people that changed the lives of this business because of the time flexibility, that you can do it anytime and anywhere, that you can do it without any experience, because I have no experience at all. I
Yes.
don't have any experience about business, about online business, or even any educational background. I don't have that. So I was so glad. I was so amazed that I was able to start this business. And yes, and also another question for you, Sushma, is like, so you told us your story. So it's all because of the time flexibility and the money and so on. So because I know that it did happen to me. So aside from the financial, what did it change you? You like being
Okay.
an online business entrepreneur now.
Okay. All right, Jackie. So as soon as I saw the ad, like you have said that me and my son, we are like a little bit skeptical, of course, because it's online, right?
Yeah.
And I know that I totally understand that you know it's hard to trust people when you haven't even when you don't even have like access to meet them personally, right?
Yes.
So when I see that ad, I ignored at first. The way they leverage their lifestyle, the way they talk about this business, it was like be me and my son, we felt that it's not that clear. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
we really but I was like I'm the one who was like really curious what's inside. And then after watching that ad, after like a few months, again I saw one of my very closest sister who happens to be a nurse over here in New York. Okay, I saw her ad and I'm like, damn, okay, this is the ad that I saw like 3 months ago. So what is this? So
Uh-huh.
literally I call her, Jackie. She's not like outspoken like me. Okay, she's very introvert. She's like
Oh.
she's do and she has been in this business for 1.5 years that time. And I, literally talked to her. I asked her so many questions, Jackie. I did my own due diligence because since I'm in a real estate, so I know how to handle the inquiries. I know how to, but at least I have to know where my capital is going, because I knew that this is a business, so I knew that I have to at least invest some capital in this business.
Mhm.
So if I knew the answer, then I was ready. So I think I'm the first one that she told me that I'm the first one who asked so many questions.
I think it's okay, right? I
Yeah,
think it's normal to be, to ask questions
yeah,
and be
yeah.
skeptical. So, yeah.
And
So,
and after that, I got all the answers from her. And on top of that, I did my own due diligence. Me and my son, we do the research about this business. So that's why it took us for almost like 7-8 months in before I jump into this business. So after all this due diligence, I'm like, okay, this business is legit, registered worldwide. And the income that my mentor, the nurse, she's making working part-time, Jackie, is almost what I made in real estate working full time. So
Wow.
after, yeah, after seeing her 1099 and all that stack of the the check, then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Let me go.
Let's
And
do
why
it.
not? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's how I ended up joining this business, and I'm glad, Jackie, I did. And after I joined this business, I saw and met so many people whose lives has been changing every single day. They're like people who are like mortgage free, and I saw the people who are like having quality time with their loved ones. I saw the people who are like traveling and earning at the same time from this business. And not only that, Jackie, they're like people who are like job quitter every day in this business. And I'm like, okay, I'm in a right platform. That's how I felt. And from the first day that I joined this business, I trust myself, I trust the system, I trust this business. And within like almost like 7 months of joining this business, I'm already a coach now. And with this business, yes, I'm working less hours, Jackie.
oh,
Spending so much time
congratulations.
with my son. And
Mhm.
yeah, and yeah, but working less, making more than what I was expecting, Jackie. I never thought that I'm gonna make like five figures in a matter of 10 months from this business. Okay, so that is another blessings. And not only that, yes, I have like so much of quality time with my son.
Right.
I'm working most of the time from home. Now I can afford to live in 3 bedroom apartment. It's not luxurious, but at least now I can wake up seeing the sunrise
Understand.
from my window.
Yeah, yeah. Being said that, with the efforts that we put in, is, like, yes, we've seen all those successes stories. You and all our business partners, are involved in this community. Being said, those success, of course, the motivation, the consistency, the pushing yourself, because you are so hungry for that change, right? So those are the things that we have to be, the mindset. Because if you don't have those ones, of course we need those ones in order for us to be successful, right? So behind all those hard works and so on, everything, of course there is something behind it. The motivation, the waking up in the morning. It just like me as well too. Like, my first year with this is, okay, let's join. I knew I trusted this system already, but I wasn't I wasn't fully jump in. I was just taking it easy. But then I realized that in order for me to be successful, I have to work hard. you
Yeah.
know Now I have this schedule on my book, that what I do is I have a schedule. Like, I have to wake up in the morning at 7 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock I have to do this, and at 9 o'clock I have to do this. Like, all we have to be, in order for us to be motivated and reach our goals, like, have to work your butt out, out as well too,
Yes.
right? So we're not saying that this business is it's easy, or uh how to call that word, it's
Getting rich overnight.
right. No, it's
Yeah.
not that.
No.
It needs your consistency. So for those of you who's wondering, um is my son just saying bye? Saying bye. I think he's gonna go
Oh,
to he's going to the gym. So
okay.
yes, so yeah, thank you so much, Susma, for all those stories. It's a great story. Yes, for those of you guys that has been wondering how to start an online home based business, and you have that dream, or you have that goal, that want to be successful, come talk to us. You can talk to Susma, you can talk to me. Let us know what you question, and we are able to help you. Because, but remember, this is not an overnight success. You
Yeah.
have to work on it too. So Sushma, do you have any maybe last word to, maybe you have a last word to maybe some people that are skeptical to,
Yes.
because we know that there are people out there who are skeptical. When you mention about online business, lots of people are already skeptical, right?
Yes.
So do you have a word for the people who are skeptical?
Yes, yes, Jackie. Before I jump to that, no, questions. Let me leverage a little bit about this business as well. This business, like Jackie have mentioned, that this business is, guys, it's not like getting rich overnight. Okay, and what I really wanted to tell you guys, that life is all about taking risks as well, right? Jackie, if I didn't take the risk like a year ago, then there is no way that I would be here in front of you guys. Not only, but I'm attend, interviewed by the business partners, but I have been in a webinar. I have been in a, mastermind where I was, sharing my journey, my success in front of thousands of people. Okay, Tuesday mastermind. It's almost like there are like 2,000, 1,500 people attending that, class every day. Every week. So this is something which is very real, so real. But yes, you need to work hard, but in a smart way.
Yeah.
So we don't we need to work like we don't have to work under somebody. We don't have to, you know build the empire for the other people in this business. This is our business. We are the business owner ourselves. We are the lady boss. But at the same time, this is the business that we can run, ourselves. Thinking that this is our own business.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what I really want to emphasize. And on top of that, yes, Jackie, with this business, I'm traveling a lot these days, and we have got a, we can pass the legacy in this business, to our kids, which
Mhm.
is like amazing. We have like so many incentive bonuses once you reach certain positions in this business. So there are like so many plus points. On top of that, Jackie, we are like so thankful to God that now, we can at least helping the family who are looking for better opportunity, like you and me, right,
Mhm.
from this
Mhm.
business. So this
Mhm.
is another the best part of this business. And regarding this skeptical thing, Jackie, being skeptical is so normal. Okay, because I was in that shoes. And like I've mentioned, that this is a business where you have to put a little bit capital, but it's not like huge amount, so don't be scared. But why it's business? Because it's real. That's the reason why you need to a little bit put your capital.
Mhm.
So in order to, as a real estate agent, I know the value of property. I know how the money works. I know, I always, explain to my clients or the buyers whenever they are looking to invest, because I want their investment to be safe. So same goes to this business as well. But when your little bit capital is involved, I want you guys to do at least your due diligence. Ask the questions, do the research about this business. Okay, this is legit, registered worldwide, and we have almost like a 48 franchise physical offices about this business. So don't forget that. And on top of that, this is the business which is running already 49 years old. Okay, so this is not something that you put your capital in an online business and there is no physical things about this business. Yes, we have, I don't know about your area, but definitely you guys have got the office. We have like two franchise office over here in New York. So if something, if you have any issues regarding this business, we can go there and get the check. Sometimes, usually, Jackie, I go there if I miss any checks, my money, so I can literally drop by and get my check from there. So that's but so why I'm saying this, guys, is, Jackie, me, we all are real people. Okay, and real people, they won't come live like this. the scammer, they won't come like this, okay? And even, you can Google my name, Susma Limbu Realtor. You can find my number over there, so you can call me. So scammers, they don't do that, okay? So yes, it's very normal to be skeptical, guys, but do your due diligence, get into the business, take your first step, at least they'll give you like a month of durations to decide whether this business is for you or not. If not, then you can what do you call, just ignore this business. But if you think that this business is work for you, this business is for your family, if you really wanted to get bring a change in your life and your family, then this is the amazing business. So yes, but being skeptical, that's normal, but life is all about taking risk at times as well. That's my advice.
Thank you, Sushma. You explained everything in there. Thank you for your amazing story. I hope our viewers can learn something from your story, from my story. And again, thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your journey. And imagine that you are a realtor agent and you have this hustling on the side. So that tells that this online business, it's not something else that you can just, that it's that even talk about learning, it's like this. No, it is actually amazing. If you decided to come join us, you will witness it yourself. Example is Sushma. She's already, I think she is also a gym instructor or a physical instructor or something.
Yeah,
And
I'm a Zumba instructor.
right,
Yeah.
okay, there you go. And why is she doing this business? Because there are lots of benefits in there.
Yeah.
That you can take advantage. With the benefits of this business, it's just an amazing thing. So anyway, other than that, we do have a live workshop. We give away a live workshop Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you want to watch us live, connect with Susma, connect with me, and we will send you that link for you to watch. And if after you watch our workshop, you're not obligated to do anything.
Yeah.
You're not obligated to join right away. It's up to you to decide. After you watch our workshop, then you ask question, and if you're skeptical, keep going and ask ask question. Don't be scared. And there you go. Like what Susma said, you have 30 days.
Yeah, 30 days. And, Jackie, this business is not only about, making money. Honestly speaking, in my real estate, I easily can make like 100,000 a year. That's my income in real estate. But why I'm choosing this side hustle? Because I see the potential, I see the opportunity, which I can retire early. Okay, I don't want it to work with so much of stress and so much of hassle and tight schedule. And on top of that, I want to enjoy my life too, right? So
Yeah.
that is the main reason why I'm here. But yes, definitely in this business, there are like Jackie who are making like 5, 6, 7 figures in a month. Can you believe that, Jackie? For your informations, 2 weeks back, I invited one of the guest business partner who is running this business for 2 years now, and her October's income is almost what I made the whole year in my real estate career. 1 month,
Yes.
1 month. Her name is Jennifer. So you can go, guys, go and visit my business page. You can see you can watch the interview, and she's like so humble. Although she makes like 6 figures a month, but look at her. She's like so humble.
Yeah. I think to me too, it's like what you were saying. It's not just about the money, because the community, it's nothing but it's the dignity, it's the holding hands together and rise together. That's the one thing I like about this business is We are sharing our successes. We help each other, and no one else is left behind. And that's the thing I love about this business is, also my personal growth. It
Yeah.
did change. Like I used to be so skeptical. I used to be so negative. And now look at me. I'm talking to a stranger that I've never met before, but it clicks right away,
Yeah,
right? So it
we feel like family, although I haven't, this is the first time that I'm talking to Jackie, but I already feel that we are family.
right. So
And
that's
please visit us in New York whenever you
oh
guys are here, okay?
yes,
We're gonna
I will,
yeah.
I will. So for your information, everyone, if you want to watch our free workshop, let us know. Would love to help you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we can end it here. Thank you, Susma, for your time. Thank you for sharing your amazing story. Let us keep this business going because I think that is also, I know that each of us, this is our vision, is to share this business to all the parents out there
Yes.
because again the benefits are amazing. So
Yes.
thank you everyone, and thank you for tuning in. And if you are watching us a replay, let us know and we'd love to get back to you.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank you
everyone.
so much. Thank you, Jackie, one more time. It's my honor to be in your page, okay? And good luck. And yes, if anybody is interested, please, connect to Jackie. She's an awesome mentor. She gonna guide you, help you, and yes, let's grow and work together.
Right. All right, thanks everyone. You have a good day and good weekend. Bye
Okay,
everyone.
bye.